It's lunchtime, and this is Brad Anderson's Lunch Break. Here in Redmond, we're visited by some of the smartest people on the planet, pretty much every day. Every chance I get, I meet up with them for lunch. Today I'm meeting up with Sigal Zarmi, the global CIO and vice chairwoman of the massive professional services company PricewaterhouseCoopers. So, PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the biggest global consulting organizations on the planet.
Yeah, 157 countries.
157 countries, 250,000 employees.
Yeah.
Right? And not only are you the CIO, but you're the vice chairwoman of the company. I'm thinking to myself, overachiever, but more than anything, I'm thinking to myself, how lucky are we to have you for a couple of minutes? So you've been a CIO for quite a while, right?
Yes.
Now, as you look back over your career, what's a standard business practice you grew up with that now just doesn't make sense or doesn't work anymore?
One thing is, I think the way we think about outsourcing. I think 20 years ago, everybody was outsourcing, and you try to outsource everything.
Yeah.
Keep only the managers who are overwatching your third-party providers. I think today, we're rethinking about outsourcing. You want to make sure that you have your IP in-house. You want to make sure that the secret sauce of what you do is managed by your own people. You want to make sure that you have the skill set around technology because it's so prevalent. It's everywhere, and you need technology to be successful. Every company we talk to is going through a digital transformation, us included. So you want to make sure you have those experts in-house, and so you still outsource, but I think it's with a different lens.
So we were talking about AI and some of the big breakthroughs that have happened. I'm going to give you some scenarios and ask you if you think AI will be able to accomplish these things in our lifetime.
Okay.
Beat the best human player in a game of charades.
Yes.
Moderate a United States presidential debate. It's a pretty tall order.
Yeah, that's a tall order, but I would say yes.
Okay, how about negotiate peace between the United States and Canada?
I thought you were going to ask me about peace in other areas of the world, which I would say no.
Some things are impossible.
Some areas are really, really tough, but the United States and Canada, probably yes.
Earn the loyalty of a cat.
No.
Where do you think, IT heads over the next 5 to 10 years, and what is it going to be about IT individuals and IT leaders that really differentiates them and helps them differentiate their companies?
I think the biggest thing that IT can do to differentiate is be experts at problem solvers and complex problem solvers.
Yeah.
So the environment is getting much more complex, right? We all know that.
Sure.
We feel that. We feel that in our day-to-day, not just in the places we work for.
100% right.
And I think technologies have a unique capability to problem solve because that's what technology is about, right?
Yeah,
you
we're
have a
engineers,
problem,
right?
That's right. That's what engineering is about. Solve a problem, and especially complex problems where you have the equation is not just the pure technology. When you have process, when you have the culture, the people, and the technology coming together. And I think IT people can really excel if they just broaden up and think about a problem in the most broader sense and try to help solve that problem especially from the culture standpoint of where technology can help.
How has that influenced the morale of the IT department as so much has moved to the cloud? What does the morale of your team look like?
I think that people who have been able to retool, are really happy with that because a lot of technology people, they love to work with the newest technology. They love to be able
Sure, that's what I love to do.
Right,
Yeah.
right. We want to use the new tools. So I would say the morale is up, that is our strategy. They like it, they're excited about it. They want to be able to be part of that journey because it's the future, right? And I think people coming into technology, they don't come into technology because of yesterday's technology, right? Because it's exciting for them. I think the team is excited that we have a very progressive strategy and that we are executing towards that at a good pace.
Next time on Brad Anderson's Lunch Break.
The way employees are working with technology is so instrumental to the way to deliver value to either the clients or within the organization, that you have to make sure you focus on how we work, not just what tools we use, but how do we leverage those tools.